Welcome to the Super Facts Show on the Super Facts Network. Featuring St. Laz, who also hosts the popular web series Gem Pop and music journalist Mark Waldo Ward. They have discussions about hip hop, culture, society, philosophy, and everything else. Now available on YouTube and wherever else you get your podcasts. What up, world? Super Facts Show, Super Facts Network. It's your boy Mark Waldo Ward. Today we're joined by Supa Emcee, legendary freestyler, prolific Detroit veteran, half of one of my favorite groups out now, Xrossroads with Baby Paul. How you doing today, brother?
Yo, what's up, Mark? Good, man. I'm chilling, man. Thanks for the love and all that, you know?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. I mean, we might as well get way off rip. You know, you were in 8 Mile, but they didn't include your scene and all that. Anybody can go on YouTube and check it out. He battled Eminem. I just got 2 questions about that. Did you knew who Mekhi Phifer was before that movie?
Yeah, I mean, Mekhi Phifer was, you know, he was a star. You know, he's still a star. You know what I'm saying? He was.
So what was your reaction when you saw him in the wig for the first time?
I mean, you know, because, you know, Proof my guy, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Proof was alive during that movie. You know what I'm saying? Because we was all standing in the shelter scene, you know what I'm saying, during this. So but I know for one thing that Pete, you know, had already probably saw that, you know what I'm saying, before, you know, hand, you know what I'm saying, chilling with him in D12 or whatever, however it was going behind stuff. But I know when we saw him, you know, it was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, this dude is playing P. You know what I'm saying? He playing Proof. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, word, no doubt.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? He playing P. So we was like, you know, just tripping, just the whole, you know, setup of that time and how they, you know, put the magic back almost. I mean, they recreated some stuff, some scenes and some places that was like, okay. And then, you know, it was, you know, the Hollywood, the writers, and, you know, how they had to, you know, make the story entertaining. But it was like throughout that whole set and scene, you know, you saw a glimpse of what Detroit hip hop was and how it manifested into what it, you know, it is right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was dope.
Bro. I'm so glad I saw it in the movie theater because I'm from right outside DC. You know, I grew up where motherfuckers battled and ciphers on the corner and all that shit.
For sure.
And so, like, you know, I got the genuine reaction. Like that shit was dope as shit. And then just the other thing I was gonna ask. I mean, obviously, there's no way you could have predicted it. But man, like having a cast member who's gone on to become Captain America, that's some geeked out shit.
Yo, man, I'm just saying though, like, you got to understand, it's a lot of us in Detroit hip hop that went on to do great things. And like, you know, I done hung out at DC too. I love DC, you know what I'm saying? It's live place, you know what I'm saying? And it's like with us here, it's like you got stages and phases of music that came out of here, but it's all Detroit hip hop. And it's like in all for the different times that it came out, it hit and did what it did and perpetuated, you know, the whole understanding that, you know, people from Detroit can actually compete in a market such as this music that we praise so much. You know what I'm saying? Because for a long time, the only thing you would get from Detroit, the only thing you would expect, that's like y'all in DC, they only expected go-go from y'all, you know what I'm saying? But then y'all got some cold rappers, you feel me? From us, they expecting, you know, Berry Gordy, Motown singer, or they're expecting some techno stuff. And then now you got somebody like Slum Village, you know, somebody, a producer like Jay Dilla. You got, you
shit,
know,
bro. I remember before that though. I remember Esham. I remember like you would only think
Esham, my brother
that you would get like horror rap and shit, you know?
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, down the line, you get a King Gordy from that. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just the manifestation of the music here. But what the whole thing is just you got dynamics of it here. You got hardcore hip hop heads, you got street heads, you know what I'm saying? You got party heads, the brothers is making the happy music all the time. You got just straight barring, you know what I'm saying? And then you got, what I'm saying, the I guess I would say the multicultural rap, you know what I'm saying? But you know how the music transform and how it's taking place in this day and age from what it was. So you got all of that sitting here in Detroit. And plus we a fusion of, you know what I'm saying, that R&B and all that stuff, that Berry Gordy and the Warren Atkins, you know what I'm saying? And then you got that hardcore street, you know what I'm saying, Cheddar Boys, you know what I'm saying, the hip hop shop, all encrusted East Side, West Side, Highland Park just smashed all into this Motor City that's really wasn't in no kind of way really like, no Hollywood type city. It's a place of hustlers, workers, pimps, you feel me, gangsters, and this is what it was. And now you got us telling our story over these different beats and these different forms and these different ways and these different fashions, which is Detroit hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got questions. I'm glad you brought up Detroit hip hop. I'm curious, why do you think so many elite battle rappers, yourself included, come from Detroit? I mean, because like if you look at those that are considered like at the top, basically through the history of battle rap, once it opened up past New York, there's always been several Detroit rappers in the mix.
Right. I mean, okay, check it out. You got to look at like, it's the same way with DC. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fought for ranks and positioning in this game, in this industry, in this culture, in this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? So with Detroit, that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? But here, you know what I'm saying, we was, from the whole birth of until now, you know what I'm saying, where, motherfuckers was coming off the head. We was coming in that because they battle raps was just straight for what they was talking about. We was coming off the head. We was clowning from all different angles, you know what I'm saying, of what it was. You know what I'm saying? And then to the point where it is right now, where brothers is like, yo, all right, we're gonna battle 3 months from now, and now they stalking everything you doing, and then they come, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, bro. Like, it used to be like, yo, they gonna battle next Tuesday, and like each other would just have to go off and it might be next Tuesday because that's the first day one of them had off work or some shit. And but you just have to go off like what was known, like your reputation. You right, it's a hella difference from having like 3 months to study a motherfucker and write it up and shit.
Right. Or it was like, it was even like, just so happened, you and somebody else was at a show. Y'all was at like you and somebody was at, just say it's the Dreadnoughts, my group, the Fat Killers, Raw Collection, you know what I'm saying? All type of motherfuckers performing at the show, and say you and such and such got a beef, you know what I'm saying, that been going on. We all know y'all had the beef, and it's based around some hip hop shit. It ain't got to no point, like that. So back in them days, people would let you settle that at the show. It would be like right on point. Like, oh, such and such had a disagreement or whatever far as the music concerned, they wanted to battle. People would stop shows sometimes and let people battle.
Damn, you must have seen some legendary ass shit then.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit was real with that shit. That's how people settle. I mean, when you think about what when hip hop really emerged and where it came from, it was really to settle gang beef. It was really to channel, the aggression of gang or violence or whatever into some music culture. That's where you got the B-boys dancing and flexing at each other. That's where you get the battles.
Oh, so you talking about the Bronx. I wasn't sure if you was talking about the dub plates in Jamaica.
No, I'm talking about where it's, where hip hop started from. You know what I'm saying? The culture, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's debatable. Again, some would say the Bronx, some would say the dub plates in Jamaica as far as the MCing and the scratching.
I mean, well, you know what I'm saying?
And then for real, bro, like listen to some old James Brown records and tell me he wasn't, man. James Brown used to be flowing.
I mean, if you talk about that, you can go further back than that with the hip hop shit and flowing, because they got like some shit from I think like the 1920s to 30s, man, cats rapping. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, earlier in that slavery, the oral traditions, they'd make them rhyme so they'd be easier to remember.
I
So
mean, it was all type of shit. It was all
no doubt.
type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So all of that. But I mean, coming from a space where, you know what I'm saying, we had to do what we had to do to make something happen. We made it happen.
Yeah.
You know, over the years from where a person might have heard somebody like Smiley, DMW, AWOL, you know what I'm saying, Esham, you know what I'm saying, and then now you hearing you heard like some Fat Cat, you know, Slum Village, you know, Royce 5'9", Eminem, D12, you know, you keep going on.
I swear,
Fat,
Vezo,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
It's all of that, you know what I'm saying, and then you see, you know, the creativity from all these different dynamics that we, you know, in this city is producing. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, you got, you know, the Cash Dows, you know what I'm saying, the Big Shine, you know what I'm saying? It's just a representation of where we come from. And from, you know, a world standpoint, people are taking notice to what Detroit has to offer. You know what I'm saying? And what we already had to offer. I mean, we could go on with the R&B singers. We can go on with the musicians. We could go on with the writers. We could go on with playwriters, poets. I mean, comedians. I mean, stuff that people don't really take notice and say, okay, they actually came from Detroit. And dang, you know, this is where some
classic movies. How many classic movies done took place in Detroit? All those Elmore Leonard movie books. I mean, book movies.
You know what I'm saying? Like real quick though. You know what I'm saying? Like real quick though. But the fact of the matter is, Detroit is not like wasn't like you know, LA, wasn't like New York, wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, these places. I mean, back in the day it was when Gordon was here, you know what I'm saying, but coming up in our generations and stuff, it wasn't like that. It was just, you know, and then you turn around, bam, we in the industry, we competing with, you know what I'm saying, billion-dollar companies, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, I would say million-dollar companies at the time, you know what I'm saying? And we competing with that, you know what I'm saying? On down to right now of even amassing rappers that are now with budgets, you know, with fucking with labels that got budgets like that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So it grew and it grew and it grew. You know what I'm saying? It became and it became and it became.
How about you though? At one point, you had to go to Los Angeles, I take it.
Yeah, I mean, like, dog, I did a bunch of stuff. I was like when I went out to Los Angeles, how I first started going out there was, you know what I'm saying, it's the time D12 popping, you know what I'm saying, P is on, you know what I'm saying, we running around the city doing all these shows, you know what I'm saying, the regular, you know, training of, you know, a potential greatness in the making of greatness, you know what I'm saying? So P hooked me up with like the Blaze battle. So when I went out there, I had a dog that was already out there, and he was part of like he was part of the art direction on the Parker show. So while I'm out there doing this hip hop shit, you know what I'm saying, he's showing us, you know what I'm saying, we on the set, all this, you know, hollering at Brandy and the whole cast and stuff, you know what I'm saying, we just, you know, clowning. So I jumped in, I was in the battle or whatever.
Brandy. I thought you said the Parkers stuff. So you met the Moesha people too, huh?
Yeah, I was on both. I was like, okay, when I first got there, I did like I was like, when I came there, my man had us on a show. Like we came there as visitors, you know what I'm saying, you know, guests or whatever. So we sitting in the bleachers like everybody else watching the show because they got a live audience while they doing the taping. You know what I'm saying? So we sitting in there, and during like breaks that they tape, during the taping, they asked if anybody in the bleachers got some talent to perform or keep everybody occupied while they doing camera work or the, you know, powdering the main actors and all that, getting them ready. They read lines or whatever. So my man and them was like, yo, he can rap. He from Detroit. He can rap. So, you know, they threw on a beat. I went crazy. You know what I'm saying? I went bonkers. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I met like Fredro Starr. That's how I met like, you know, Brandy, the whole cast. Everybody was like, Brandy was like, yo, come here. Took me out the bleachers. I was kicking it with them on the set. And then, you know, from there, you know, stuff like that happened.
Hey,
And
I
say,
gotta ask you though, bro, and I can tell up till now that they not only have you kept it real, you're an extremely honest person. So, what was a better show between Moesha and the Parkers in your opinion?
in my opinion, I think both of them shows was dope. But it
I
was
mean, come
like
on, bro, you got to pick one, man. I mean, I pick one. I
I
go with Moesha.
that's but see though, the funniest thing is though, bro, Marcus, I like the shows for different reasons. It's different angles that the show plays. You
Yeah,
know
the
what I'm saying?
Parkers was more
So
funny. You know what I'm
yeah, the
saying?
Parkers was more
Moesha could
funny,
touch
right?
on more like, I mean, both could do
Right.
both though, but Moesha, you get a little more plot lines and seriousness.
Yeah, it was more drama, right? It was
And
more for
to be
drama.
real with you, to their credit, that was a lot. That was like the first time a lot of those issues got addressed on that big a platform to white America.
Right, for sure it did. And it was like the whole thing that those both of those shows were feeding a lot of black actors, feeding a lot of multiracial people. I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean, they always make
everybody
fun
wrote
of
to the
like
same.
that. My fault to interrupt you, but they always make fun of that homeboys from space shit and try to make it seem like all that shit was some sellout shit. But a lot of that shit, like the Steve Harvey show, like was quality television that was bringing it. They was backdooring, racial issues, social justice issues,
For sure,
like
for
that.
sure.
I mean, I remember they so I mean, I don't know if they really did, but they so-called squashed the East Coast West Coast beef on the Steve Harvey show. Snoop and Puff, hugged it up and all that shit, had the little scene together. But like I
I'm just
remember
saying,
when that shit used to be, I don't know, it used to mean something, you feel me?
yeah, I'm just saying though, like we live in a place called America, right? With all these different people and all these different, cultures and stuff meshed into this pot, and we stirred it all up, and we take from each other, we borrow from each other, we groove amongst each other. But then in the same breath, while this is going on, we plus gotta stop the hate on each other and all that stuff for us to work it out. But the fact of the matter is that when you do stuff and you see all of this going on, just like shows that was produced or put out, to depict the culture, of black people to white America, and you are dealing with, white people or, whatever, dealing and looking at what black people are going through. And then you see these shows, and then, by the music and everything, people start to relate to what a black person is going through. Even in some shows we watched, we could relate to what white people was going through. So when you get a
Bro,
culture,
I grew up in all black neighborhood. I used to watch white shows to see how white people act, because like I'd be curious, obviously, because I'd never been around no like teenage white people. I used to watch the 90210, like, damn, is that really how white people act? Because it wasn't no white people in my school other than
I
me.
mean, that's how we all did. We was like, oh shit, like damn, they in high school driving Jags and shit.
Yeah,
You
they
know what I'm
balling.
saying?
Yeah, I know
You
that
know
was
what I'm
like one of
saying?
the
Like,
first
what
things
the
I
fuck?
noticed.
You know what
I
I'm
was like,
saying?
man, how
Right.
they got all that money? They be dressing like some Bamas like shit though.
Right. They clothes wasn't shit, but they was pulling up to that school into some shit. But it's like, that's difference in money and economics and positioning and the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's some of the things that these movies or shows has been able to display and transfer. That's just like we doing it through the music. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we do in this culture is something from our real lives being amplified over some sounds, being critiqued, modified, paced, and put and represented and glazed over in its best way, and then put out to the people for somebody to say, oh, I like that idea, or the way he said that was dope, or what he said made me think of this, or what he said over this instrumental made me bop. But the whole time, this culture and what we doing is affecting the world, just like media, and music or whatever entertainment is, saying for the day or for what it was, through any way that you look at music, you know what I'm saying? From every genre of music that black people has been involved has been affecting and changing, the way that America itself and the whole total culture of America, to the point where, hip hop and other music cultures connected and destroyed the racism to unite people. So when you look at what we doing and everything, yeah, it's a business. We all want to get paid. I want to get paid. I know you want to get paid. I know the next person is trying to put out records in this situation is trying to get paid, but still, while we doing this work and while we displaying our talent, we still connecting the whole world together under this one culture called hip hop. It's amazing.
Personally, what aspect of being a hip hop artist do you enjoy the most?
I mean, I enjoy the fact of, I enjoy it all. I enjoy the fact of being able to sit somewhere or being able to just do my everyday life and then be able to transfer what I done in a day or what's going on in my life and convey it to people, and they actually get it over sonic, and then we display it in a visual way, and then people can see what we kind of trying to display with the words that we wrote. And whether they feel it or not, it'd be real as fuck to us, or it'd be real as fuck to somebody that really knows, but then somebody will feel the music and it'd be real as fuck to them. So that whole manifestation of an idea into its form of somebody walking away, listening to your idea is regal. That shit is, it's almost like that situation is like a physical download. If you could compare that to you sticking a flash drive into a computer and be like, yo, give me this file, that file, that file, and this file, and that shit drop right on your drive. In this situation that we manifest music, we leave people with a download in their head, sometimes forever.
Hey, it's my daughter. She loves rappers. She trying to say hello to you.
How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? How you feeling? You standing there with the big man, guard the big man, and the big man gonna take care of you forever.
He said, guard me and I'll take care of you forever. Okay. She said, okay. All right, baby.
Okay. Yeah.
She super love rappers though. It's this thing called Go Noodle, right? And it's like some cats who they be doing little dances, but they'll take like the Fresh Prince theme or some shit like that. And so and she love that, right? So, you know, every time she hear that, I gotta show her the real thing. So she done become obsessed with like 80s rap videos and shit and like 90s shit. You know, she be watching like My Posse on Broadway and shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, that's the whole thing with this culture, like, and what we doing. Like, that's why, like, when you hear stuff like, you know, coming from like me and Baby Paul, and the stuff that we doing with the Crossroads and the stuff that we've done with the Crossroads, like, you hearing, you know, what is the quintessential essence of what hip hop is. I mean, you can't, like, B. Paul is one of those, you know, recognizable and unrecognizable pillars in the eyes of people that should know hip hop, or people that, you know, claim to know hip hop, or even if that wasn't the era. And because I say that,
you know, I did an episode with him, right? You know what I called it?
What'd you call it?
The Life of a Legend. I feel that his accomplishments is sufficient to afford him legend status.
Yeah, for sure.
Way more so than some people they be calling legends. I'll tell you that.
Yo, for sure. Like, for real though, because, you know what I'm saying? He created music that he created, you know, has been legendary and been some of the bricks.
I mean, all that boot camp click. I mean, the essence might be my favorite Nas and AZ song.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, like, he's sweet. So like,
that track record is insane. It must be dope as hell for you making music with him.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. Like,
how'd you meet him?
Okay, like, this is how it happened. Like, me and my manager, John Jobert, Iconic Management. You know what I'm saying? We was, you know, putting together some stuff, you know what I'm saying, with materials and stuff that I already had popping, you know, moving that. So, you know, he found out, you know, saying through somebody that he knew, you know, about Baby Paul. So, you know, bam, that was that. And then when he asked me about Baby Paul, I knew some people that had already, you know, was fucking with Baby Paul from the city, you know what I'm saying? And then Baby Paul got connections here up in Grand Rapids. So that's why we took the trip up there to see him. So when we, you know, my manager worked the situation out. So when we really we was only just, you know, going up there to get like a couple of beats from him or whatever, and then, you know, to, you know, throw in a project and then, you know, keep it moving. But then I'm thinking like, yo, when we got up there and got to kicking it with him, you know what I'm saying? And then seeing like, you know, he was a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? He was just, you know, trying to do his thing. And then we sitting there like, yo, man, you done produce these, you know, this, that, and the third. Like, wow, let's make this happen. But then I was like, well, look, man, I ain't just trying to just, you know, get a couple beats from you and then, you know, did he bop off or whatever. I'm like, well, I want to be in a position where, you know, like if I do a project from now on till when I decide to, you know, to hang it up or whatever, I can holler at you, you know what I'm saying? We, you know, get some music together. You feel me? So he was like, you know, okay, bet. So, you know, then he had stuff going on, radio station up there, you know what I'm saying? Had, you know, he's producing for Dre Banks and stuff, and his man's up there.
Money
So
Love.
yeah, for sure. That came, Moni came later. That came later.
Gotcha.
Like so we you know, he was like, okay, bet. So he gave me a couple of joints, you know what I'm saying? Just a couple of joints to work with. So we came back, you know, we working at Titan Records and stuff. So, you know what I'm saying, at the label, you know what I'm saying, that I was on. Now I'm on. And so we work in there. So I go and lay like a couple of joints, you know what I'm saying, just real quick that he did. So once he heard the joints, it was like, okay, bet, boom. Next thing you know, we in the studio, you know what I'm saying, and in the D, you know what I'm saying, recording just joint after joint after joint. And in the midst of the joint and the stuff that we was forming, you know what I'm saying, out came the Crossroads. You know what I'm saying? It just happened while we was creating what we was creating. And from that on,
that's that EP.
Yeah, that's the
Fire.
X amount. Yeah, the X amount. Yeah, the X amount. But see, the X
Fire.
amount.
That shit is so musical, bro. But you spit so like raw hip hopish, like to the elements of the culture combined with the musicality. It's like a whole different sound.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. Like to me, you know what I'm saying, when working with somebody, like I mean, working with any producer, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to find the elements of the, you know, because producers have an array of music that they make, right? Every producer have an array of music that they make. Some music, some rappers, some producers, they just make pure hip hop music. Some producers, they make just trap music. But real good producers, they have an array of shit. You know what I'm saying? So they could do anything. So with a person like Baby Paul, like he got vaults and vaults and vaults of shit. Like I was like, yo, okay, let me see Vault D 45,
right.
A73. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Track 12. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And then it pop up. You feel me? And that's how we was putting together shit. Cause I was like fucking with him. Cause I know a producer like that and that caliber of him, I know I was like, yo, man, you know, like it was almost like what's that movie? Tales from the Hood. Give me the shits. I want the shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we was looking for the stuff. So out of all those joints that we was on, it was like those were the joints that I was like, yo, okay, man, it was crazy. So we came out with that music, man. You know?
The shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's you know, it's more to come, you know what I'm saying? But the whole thing about it is by working with somebody like that and being who I am and how I treasure the creation of this culture and how I treasure the rappers before me, you can't help but to be really like, it's one thing is like what people fail to realize as even artists and you know, people behind the music or people in front of the music or people even standing away from the music is what it's two things that people been fed about this music. It's a bunch of more shit, but it's two major things people been fed about this music. They've been fed commercial, rap music, and hip hop. What I say, or excuse me, my bad, hip hop, rap music, okay? They've been fed the commercial of what this culture is for so long that if right now, if the radio started to play underground hip hop, people would be fucking lost. They would be crazy as hell. They'd be like, what the fuck? Because the lyricism and the bars and the music is not the the cradled, you know what I'm saying, of what they giving you right now.
I mean, maybe not on YouTube and you know, many other platforms, and you definitely, you got a hella point. But you know, one thing I have noticed has changed is with the unlimited streaming, like on Spotify and shit like that. I feel like an artist like Rhapsody gets a bigger platform than she would have got it from like the record labels in the 90s and the 2000s.
Okay, but I'm saying this to you, okay, and I'm never trying, like, I'm not an artist, like, even though I got a battle rapper spirit, and that's the gauntlet that we all came through. And to me, in today's world and life that we cherish this, I think that every rap artist that's coming up in the game that want to say that they dope and they great and all that, this is for the young culture or whatever, you have to go through that gauntlet of battling. You can't just say I'm a great rapper and you ain't battled nobody just because, you know, you got a promotion team that pushed all your records, or you got a digital platform that pushed all your records. Like, that got to be a part of it. That was one of the elements in which an MC stand on. On the other side, it was being able to rock a party, rock a show, rock an event, rock a concert, rock a backyard party, rock a church, rock a bar mitzvah, rock outside of the pool yard, rock in a freestyle driving a car. We ain't got no beat. He beatboxing, rocking that, or not. She's slapping on the tables at the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It gotta be that. These are the credentials.
I remember that, bro. I came up in them days. Like when it was ciphers. If somebody wasn't good, they tell them to shut the fuck up.
Right, you couldn't even rap. It was places where DJs wouldn't even let you rap if you wasn't fresh. They wasn't hearing that.
I'm talking about DJs, but I'm talking about outside of my neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, yeah, that too. But I'm just talking about like at an event. It was to the point where DJs would be listening. That shit was whack, man. They would cut your ass off like on some motherfucking Sandman shit, like Apollo almost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was the way that it was so brutal. But the game is still brutal. But
oh yeah, they ain't give a fuck about your feelings. You ain't never lied.
No. But the game, like even today, the game is still brutal in the business and the way in the marketing that you got to attack it. But then it's lenient on a skill level and what supposed to be dope, because it's like, oh, well, they're dope too. No, fuck that. That's not what that is. Oh, no, they're dope too. No, fuck that. That's not what that is. And it shouldn't be. It should be based on dollars. How you dope when you pay for your Billboard spot? You know what I'm saying? Like these are the. Do you think these people said this for a reason, or they was just bullshit when they said that? No, they said that for a reason. And these are lines coming from one of the forefathers, you know, Big Chris, one of the forefathers of the shit that's, you know, seen the manifestation of what the game is. You know what I'm saying? And anybody,
there ain't nothing new under the sun. I mean, shit, record companies have bought their own product to juke stats for way before rap existed.
Right, exactly. So these are the games that people play to make other artists, okay, because it's like, okay, like you said in ciphers that we all grew up in, where rap artists was like either you was dope or you dog food, period. It wasn't none of that. You know what I'm saying? So now it's because somebody walked around the cipher and slipped everybody $25. So when they kicked they whack shit, everybody was like, ooh. Yeah. And me and you looking like, what the fuck? This shit is, you know what I'm saying? But now they, because somebody saw 20 of our people that got $25 screaming, yeah, he dope. A label ride by and pick him up and not us. The crazy of that. You know what I'm saying? And then people would start to accept.
And then they make you like say some repetitive shit and you're single. So like, even if that shit's garbage, it gets stuck in people's heads.
Yeah,
you know
because
I mean, they ensure it's in the playlist to get you streams. I mean, that shit rigged like a motherfucker.
Right. And I'm not knocking brothers that, you know, got to do what they got to do.
If you can get money from that, God bless you.
You know, right? In no kind of way am I knocking with that. But
well, I think it's a beautiful thing. Like if you can be a whack rapper and make $10 million off rap music, then that means that you're an elite hustler. So salute to you.
Yeah, definitely that for sure. But then to stand up and say, you know, you represent the technicians of this shit, you know, everybody in the game. No, you can't do that. You can't, to me. And
I like cats who keep it real about it. You know what I mean? I feel you.
Right.
I don't like nobody faking like they, I mean, like to be real with you, like if it'd been earlier, and I ain't trying to be on my old man shit, but like that Drake Ghostwriter shit would have got way more attention.
Man,
because he talk about how nice he is. You know?
Right. But see though, we in the era where it's like, to me, that's what I'm talking about. When you had Christmas, right? Everybody want to go get a damn turkey. Everybody want to go get a tree. Everybody want to go get the red and the green. President wrapping gifts. Everybody want to go get everybody a present. They keep the traditions of what Christmas is to a T, down to the reef, down to the damn Santa Claus in the motherfucker top of somebody's house or in the window or wherever the fuck they want to put the reindeers on their lawn and back of the house and Christmas lights and shit. They keep the shit to a T. Candy yams, you see what I'm saying? Even down to what a motherfucker eat. Damn near everybody's house, everybody has a damn turkey. You see what I'm saying? Down to a T. So why not what the culture is of hip hop should be kept into that T? That whack shit, no. You know what I'm saying? That bullshit, no. You know what I'm saying?
Or just keep it real, like, you know, Puff Daddy and Snoop. You know, they never lied about having ghostwriters.
But see though, but when you look at somebody like them, you're not comparing them in that realm.
Right, exactly.
You looking at them as making good music because now you like, okay, in the realm of this, they not even on the fact that nigga, we trying to bar, we going at this or these angles of hip hop. We just making this music and we making money. Okay, that's cool. Ain't nobody knocking that. And that's what we all trying to do. We all trying to learn from them to progress in the game as they did. You know what I'm saying? But then it's elements of the culture where you come where people are walking around like it wasn't like the people that came before us on down the line was like it was like this is your hip hop package you got to come with. You can't come with that bullshit, and you had to have been around cutting people up from the head, because all the rappers I know that came up in the game, they all had history of doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that just makes you listen to a well-rounded, sharp individual. Because in my head, I'm looking like these are the same paths that I got to go through, and every other artist that is trying to hold that mantle or stand next to that mantle or surpass that mantle. These are the things and the elements that we have to go through. And this is what we have to be the complete artist, to be the ultimate rapper or be one of the ultimate rappers. It was things set for artists like me to be. It wasn't hop, skip, and a bit because you could pay and get around that shit. Okay, cool. We know he paid, but nigga, for real though, you know you ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
It ain't that. I know. It's like in this. It's some people that focus on the money, and some people that focus on the artistry, and you can tell it. You could tell it. Who focus on the money, who focus on the artist. Cause shit, nigga focus on the money. It's like, fuck, I'm getting money. I say any fucking thing. A motherfucker focus on the talent. They sharp with their words. They trying to pay attention to what it is. They want to know. They want to make it. What you feel me? It's a whole nother. It's a whole nother.
Another way you can tell is, so, you know, like some cats like Kendrick Lamar, he don't release the album until it's ready. You know, other cats, they don't care about the artistry. They just trying to make money, so they putting out music as frequently as possible.
I mean, it's like, man, you gotta, to me, okay, back in the day, like, and I'm just saying this because, and I'm trying to make the future of hip hop look at itself, and okay, it say you gotta know your past to know your future while you living in the present, observing your past or the past of what you're doing. That's how you learn how to innovate on a job, because they take notes from what they did last year and they say, okay, we did 20 last year. If we step it up, we can do 40 this year. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Maybe if we redesign this, we can step it up and do 60 this year. You see what I'm saying? So in this whole thing, it's like we didn't have certain things where we could know about what was going on in New York. We had to hear that shit like damn near 20th hand, or for some people that knew people that was going out, damn near, you know, person away for what was happening, or a person that we knew that was popping, that was going out there doing their thing. Other than that, all these stories of these legendary battles that went on before we could really manifest our situation, you heard them, you know, they was, you know, or maybe you might have caught it in the source, might have, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe somebody might have brought one of these mixtape Funk Flex back and somebody heard some, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't internet, but see, today we got all this stuff where, you know, these kids coming up, they're studying the culture, they could get online and say, all right, what was 80s hip hop? What was 70s hip hop like? What was 80s hip hop like? What was 90s hip hop like? What was the 2000s of hip hop like? You know what I'm saying? And why they doing this knowledge and popping off all these commercial hits, look at what the underground is doing. Because at the end of the day, the underground is what made the commercial motherfuckers get to where they was at. And then while they was at where they was at, you know, the whole industry said, well, we got to filter this to make it this way. And then, you know, hey, we're gonna, and that's how that shit get presented. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they got to know where this came from in its entirety. You know what I'm saying? To really push for the culture in the way it needs to go properly. Like real talk.
What's your next move? Like, what are you working on right now? What's gonna like? What's your next release? What are you promoting?
I'm working on healing up right now. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, really still healing from an accident that I had like almost 9 months ago. I was in a bad car accident. Damn near went through the windshield. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn, sorry to hear that.
you know what I'm saying? Had TBI, you know, torn carotid artery, broke fractured leg. You know what I'm saying? Just was toe down. But, you know, by the graces, you know what I'm saying, of the Most High, you feel me, God himself, you know what I'm saying, 9 months later, I'm talking to you, you know what I'm saying, on Zoom right now, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
You know, so at this point in time, I'm just healing up. I got like some stuff, you know, that came out, you know, the Crossroad joint Time, you know what I'm saying, and Hard to Dance. We had dropped that during you know, the political season, you know what I'm saying? And you know, Hard to Dance was a joint that was reflected from that. And that was like a 2-song single. You know what I'm saying? And before that, we dropped The Rose, Let's Travel. You know what I'm saying? That was like a, you know, Dog EP. And then before that, it was the X Amount mixtape. You know what I'm saying? And but right now, I got stuff that was already in the works, like the joints, the Imperial Saga that I dropped off on Titan, on Titan Records. I dropped that. I dropped the Mercy Beyond Dreaming, you know what I'm saying? The joints that I would drop, like they was coming out while I was like in the hospital, you know what I'm saying? So, but like at right now, I ain't been putting out nothing because I just been healing. But in this wake of me getting better and me getting to a point where I can actually be in the lab and really deal with the sonics of the music because of the head injury that I had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever, and you know, TBI situation, you know, I'd see the neurologist, all that crazy. She's like, man, for real. But I'm just glad to be alive because my purpose is bigger than what already it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's something else with that. But the new music will be coming soon, you know what I'm saying? Because I already got joints. We, you know, Crossroads, we already got joints that's, you know, getting ready to come out, you know, whatever, and was already getting ready to come out and stuff like that. And I already had joints that was getting ready to come out, just getting ready to come out. And then like the oh, wait a minute. The Secret Squirrel joints that I got coming out is these joints that I got with my dog Big Proof. You know what I'm saying? It's getting ready to drop. It's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, some cartoon video stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some of these joints that I had found because I was trying to find these joints that I did with him, you know what I'm saying, that he featured on with me for all these years since he passed away. And during, you know, me being injured and wasn't able to do nothing. So I had went out and got a CD player. You know what I'm saying? We got all them CDs in the house. So I'm like just going through the CDs and I'm like, lucked up and found the record. I found it. I said, oh man, dog, I've been trying to find this joint for forever. So
That's what's
that's
up.
like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, some joints like that that's coming out, you know what I'm saying, while I'm healing up. You know what I'm saying? I might by me finding all those like joints that people ain't heard, like I might drop like a digging in the crates type joint while I'm still healing up and working on stuff that I got already that's getting ready to come out, you know what I'm saying, with Crossroads and, you know what I'm saying, with myself, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, a big healing process. So we just, you know, in the mix, I say, you know what I'm saying? We in the middle of something, you feel me?
I can dig it for those that's watching the video. What's up with them necklaces, brother? You got a lot going on there. I fucks with them
Oh
joints.
yeah. Well, you know, like you know, like after the accident or whatever, you know what I'm saying, a couple of my people was talking some, you know, extra stuff. They was like, you know, do you know about the stones or whatever, you know, because I'm still, like I said, I'm still healing. So it's like my body be aching and stuff, you know, still, you know, on the medication and all that stuff. And like I said, still doing that. So when they was kicking it to me about the stones, because like them and my cousin was talking about the stones, and was like, these stones got different, elements into them, and they do different things. So I started doing my research, on the stones, So I was like, okay, I happened to go to the store where they sell the stones. So I walked in there, I'm thinking like, this is gonna be some old dollar marble type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I really wasn't off into it like that, right? So when I went in there, I was like, yo, okay, they got all this. Wait a minute, it's like all these different stones. So I got to talking to the people about, each stone and what they do and whatever. And I was like, okay, well, let me get this, and this. You know what I'm saying? And, it's like walking around with some batteries on, you know what I'm saying? And then they ain't cheap at all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I
I'm
know it,
thinking,
bro. My daughter, my eldest daughter, loves stuff like that. And yeah,
dog,
the ticket on them things is crazy.
yes, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, see, I was walking around, dog. I was laughing. They was like, yeah, Soup, okay, we know you was in the accident and we know you healing up and you walk around with the BDBs on now. I'm like, yeah, okay. Y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all looking at. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that
Y'all
ain't
have
no
no
costume
idea.
jewelry.
No, hell no, it's not.
Them
No, hell
motherfuckers.
no.
Yeah.
Each one of these joints is over $100. You know what I'm saying? But they really more than that because the people I fuck with, they cut me a deal from the shit because I bought, I
Oh
bought
yeah,
so
some
much from them.
I don't know them all by name, but I know some of them stones down here in Tampa. Like at the store that we be going to get my daughter. Like some of them shits would be like 170, 270 at that size.
Right.
Maybe
This
even
mug is
four for that blue one.
it's that lapis lazuli. That's lapis, and then it's the right here's the obsidian. This all black one right here is the obsidian. This the lapis right here. This is the peridot, and this is it got golden, it got green tiger's eye and a ventier in it. And these are some gray obsidian and black obsidian and black onyx. This is the red jasper, you know what I'm saying, with the black onyx and the obsidian in it. And then yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And like he said, they all got different properties. I mean, I guess to sum it up, it balances your energy.
Yeah, for sure. And it like all of this that I got on deals with like my immune system, my heart chakra, my emotions, stress,
Gut
it
health.
health and all that. The black ones like the obsidian, like it deflects negative energy
Energy,
and
yeah.
absorbs negative energy and negative psychic attacks. So like, we deal in a mental world, in the physical world, in the spiritual world. So like if somebody thinking, like when I looked at that and I read that and I was like, okay, wow. That means if somebody thinking hateful thoughts on you or wishing some shit on you, that shit is like bouncing that shit the fuck off.
No,
You know what I'm saying? And
I'm
I,
hip, bro. I always go out with
oh, okay.
with the obsidian on about
See,
get rid of the negative energy.
right. Get right. It gets rid. It deflects it and absorbs it. You feel me? Like some crazy shit. So I was like, okay, And then the reason why I got the green joint, because I was just on some crazy Superman shit, and I was like, I want the kryptonite. I want the kryptonite joint. You feel me? That I could rock and be like, Superman walking around with kryptonite. So what the fuck you gonna do? You feel me?
Now I feel you,
Like
bro.
that.
You like the Zen Mr. T out this junk. That's what's up.
Yeah, right, for sure. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But from what I've been through, you know what I'm saying, and what I am, you know what I'm saying, which is, you know what I'm saying,
In
a
nine
real
months, that's
warrior, you
quick
know what I'm
too.
saying?
You know what I mean?
I mean, dude, like it's still stuff in my head, man, that I'm missing. It's still stuff that I gotta get back. It's still, stuff that I'm going through with these doctors, you know what I'm saying? But, every day, every day,
I couldn't tell you sharp.
no, I ain't as sharp as I am. I'm just,
I mean, I don't got a comparison point,
yeah, I'm just in a good state today because I just buried my grandfather yesterday. We just buried my grandfather yesterday. So,
And my condolences.
a lot of what I've been doing, you know what I'm saying, as far as taking my meds, hurting and just like fuck it because of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just, to me, it's just pushing me to get better. You know what I'm saying? It's pushing me to get better. And every day God drops another marble in my bucket and I become more of what myself is. Like today and yesterday and all since the passing of my grandfather and stuff like that, like stuff and different memories have been coming. My head been on fire. Like, dude, just banging with different memories. And like when I get these memories back, it's like I feel more and more like myself. So since this been going on, I've been getting tons of memory, man. Tons of stuff been coming in my head. And each time it come, I feel more and more like myself. So this is the results of where I'm standing at, far as where I'm at, of what I've been dealing with. Now it's stuff that's in my personal life that I just don't know. It's stuff that I'm, you know, trying to still piece together about everything. You know what I'm saying? But God has given me the strength to surpass certain things and heal up in a way that, you know, most people wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful for that. Every day I'm thankful for that. So with the payback for that is me getting better and continuing what I was doing, you know, far as being, you know, a good person to people, far as, you know, protesting and standing up for people, far as doing community work and helping out people on the side, just not being a rapper in the community that wants people to buy a damn record every time they see me, but actually helping out people when the point you ain't got to do it, to the point where you ain't asked me, to the point of just doing something, seeing something in your community that you want to change and going at it, trying to change it while I'm trying to build an empire or trying to be one of the greatest rappers named in my time or any time to come, or just somebody just, you know, along the way when they talk about the culture that they remember and say, you know, that's what he was and that's what he is. And all the time he represented that. And he was showing forth of what the culture was as an artist, as a man, as a person, and as a lover of this music. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what it is. Like regardless
Well,
of
I mean, I
what,
think it's safe to say, bro, you can't mention Detroit hip hop without saying Supa Emcee. So you've definitely achieved that goal.
yeah, but I mean, my whole thing is as an artist, I want to achieve goals higher. You
Oh,
know
of
what I'm saying? I
course. I
want
mean,
to,
as a
yeah,
human, we always
yeah,
want more. It ain't never enough.
yeah. It ain't never enough. But the fact of the matter is of what I want to engrave in more than just the people that know I'm dope faces. Okay, like check this out. You know, artists that's out that people love and then people hate, right? But regardless to what the feeling is that you get from those artists that you love and the artists that you hate, they still engrave what they put out in your face in a way that it's impressionable, to the point that you love them that much or to the point that you hate them that much. So in my stead of being what I am, that is the esteem and to reap what, you know, comes along with that, you know what I'm saying, in a business way, or, you know, however, you know what I'm saying. But these are the things that any person wants to do in our stead. They want to carve their name in this fucking rock and reap benefits from it. So I am just like the people that came before me with this culture and the people that understand what the business of in this culture and still trying to understand what the business in this culture is, so that we can weave through the dynamics of the industry to bring the culture to the forefront instead of this commercialism. And that's when I'm, you know, that's, you know
Hey,
what I'm
can
saying?
I ask you some? I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Some weird shit.
What?
All right, you seem pretty spiritual to me, and you definitely seem aware of the spiritual aspect of hip hop. And digital recording is the ability to take the sound of your voice, turn it into code, like literal numbered code, and recreate it anywhere. So that means the spirit that you put it in is getting recreated by digital code. And do you think that there's any spiritual significance to that?
I mean, anytime anything is recorded or anytime anything is transferred from, you know, the echoing of somebody's mouth and how we, you know, display this whole musical thing, you do like, okay, and I'm not trying to be funny or any cultural, you know, disrespect or anything, you know, or even what I'm about to say, you know, like my wife is half native and half black, right? But I know for one thing, like my grandmother used to say back in the day, that the natives, they didn't want to take pictures because the pictures trapped their souls.
Oh yeah.
It's trapped their souls. So or trapped a piece of their souls. You know what I'm saying? So in everything that we do, we're putting our heart and soul. I mean, even from a person that's an architect, when they look at something, they look at some dirty ass bricks and some fucking mortar and a piece of steel, and they imagine this colossal ass vision. They still putting their heart and soul into creating that thing, because everything has to go through that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like heart and soul, you know, and mind to create what you creating. So yes, I agree with you on that. Anything that I do, that I put and record, it has something of what I'm feeling, if not all of what I'm feeling in it. If depending on what I'm trying to display and what the record is. You feel me? If I'm trying to be funny, you're gonna get the funny. If I'm trying to be serious, you're gonna get the serious. If I'm trying to be sexual for the ladies, hey chick, you're gonna get all of that. If I'm trying to be, you know what I'm saying, on my motherfucking Malcolm X Martin, Black Power, you know what I'm saying, we about to stand up because this bullshit is going, you're gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? Because in each one of those phases, that is me. You feel me? So you're gonna get the real person. If it, like, one thing that people can't understand in this music is the hardest thing is for somebody to be is somebody else. But we see all these people try to mimic somebody else and they fall short of it, when the whole goal of creating this music is to be original, to the point where you don't want 100 Kendrick Lamars. I only want to hear Kendrick Lamar because
Word.
Kendrick Lamar does Kendrick Lamar like no other motherfucker trying to do Kendrick Lamar can do Kendrick Lamar. Why you
Right, bro.
motherfuckers?
Because I mean, we pragmatic, man. Like, why listen to Kendrick Lamar #7? Like, I always be telling my wife about like listening to shit on Spotify. Like, yeah, that's good, but why listen to good when I can listen to great?
For sure. But I'm just saying, like, even though, like, okay, my thing is, the only thing that makes something great is because a person is getting force fed it a lot, like me and you just talked about. You know what I'm saying? We get force fed this particular record. Okay, just like, okay, imagine we all came to a dinner, right? We all sat down, Mark, and we was about to get this dinner that somebody's gonna serve us. Okay, it don't matter what the fuck it is. Think of whatever it is in your head that you want to eat, and whatever the fuck it is, right? So we sat down. As soon as they cooked us this shit, we got to eating it. You did not fucking like it. You was like, hell no, this is not how you make fajitas. That shit is terrible. You feel me? Like, I taste this shit. This is not how you make fajitas. We like, no, take this shit back. But check this out. What if somebody made us sit in those chairs and eat them damn fajitas, and they kept feeding us them damn fajitas to the point you was like, well, you know what?
Well, I mean, bro,
This
I
shit
know
ain't.
exactly what you mean. I've been to prison, and after a while, you end up looking forward to some of that food. And like when you was originally there, you turn your nose up at it like a motherfucker.
Right, for sure. You feel me? So, but when you hear good music, you can hear that shit one time. You be like, man, that shit was fire, dog. What the fuck was that? Okay, I give it to you like this. We was in New York one time, man. We was riding the fuck around in New York, you know what I'm saying? And I think it was on the Flex shit, right? And it was they was playing that fucking A. Marie song, that the fucking it's this one thing that got me tripping today. This one thing. We talk about go-go, you know what I'm saying? We talk about DC, right? That's that go-go out, right? That she had on that shit, right? So, man, the first time I heard that shit, I was like, yo, that shit is bonker. That shit was banging. We didn't even hear the whole song. It was just, they kept bringing that shit back. We ran. Now, to me, when you hear music like that, or when you hear some shit like that, or when somebody be like, yo, Mark, man, listen to this shit. And they put that shit on, and you be like, man, what the fuck? You like that shit? You ain't got to hear it 30. Man, a motherfucker give you some ice cream, man. You ain't got to eat that shit 40 million times to say you like that shit.
No
You can
bullshit.
eat that shit you eat that shit one time. You light up a blunt, a motherfucker got, and hit that shit. That shit good, or it ain't.
No bullshit.
It ain't no bullshit unless a motherfucker keep force feeding you. Oh yeah, well, you know what? It's good. Matter of fact, it's the sweetest shit ever. Oh my God, it deserves a reward. And then real artists are sitting there like, man, if you don't cut that shit out.
Yeah.
It's like this. The gladiators that you worship gotta be able to be a representation. Like we are a representation of this culture. We are a representation of MCs that was great. Like I would consider myself a representation of the lines of somebody like Rakim or you know, even whatever great motherfucker like that. So if I want to, you know, come from that lineage, or if I studied under that lineage, what am I studying number? Something that's great. I'm not studying up under no whack ass shit. You like, unless you got these mutant abilities, you only as good as your teacher. So what's been teaching you in hip hop? You see what I'm saying? What part of the
Hopefully
culture?
not the radio.
Exactly. And that's what motherfuckers, that's why you get this shit that we got, because a lot of motherfuckers wasn't getting taught what the underground was. They was looking like the underground. What the fuck is that? We're listening to the radio. Like, man, y'all better cut that shit out. Like all this stuff that y'all hearing on the radio, you wonder why, like back in the day, people used to wonder why they'd go to a club and they'd be like, damn, the record said this, man, because you've been listening to the radio on fucking version, yep, you've been listening to the radio version. So when you get in the club and hear the shit, you don't even know what the fuck the words say, because they done flip this shit to be on the radio.
I remember them days. It ain't go, I guess it ain't gonna be like that no more with YouTube, because they ain't hold no cards on YouTube. But I definitely remember that. I'd be like, damn, I didn't know that's what this song said.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying the whole point of the thing is that, you know what I'm saying, with this of what we doing, you know what I'm saying, I think, you know, it should be some solidarity in this shit of what it is to be a dope and shit. But being a dope MC, you have to have these tick marks taken off of that tally to call yourself a dope MC. You know what I'm saying? And to me, you got to be able to write ridiculous written stories and written bars and shit, and then you got to be able to come off of the head ridiculous, just as your fucking written. You got to have the criteria of a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? You got to have, you know, being a, you know, it's just certain things. You don't get in the Olympics with no motherfucking, you know, bum ass knee or no bum ass record. You know what I'm saying? No bum ass shit, or not even having the ability to do what the criteria is needed to be in this particular sport. So you can't jump over, or you can't play checkers over certain parts of the criteria that you got to have to be a dope MC. That shit whack as hell. That's crazy as hell. Oh, he the dope MC because he pulled up in the Benz, but then a nigga walk up to him and rip his ass. Okay, you ain't a dope MC no more. You just a nigga with a Benz now. That's cool too. You know what I'm saying? That's cool too. But we ain't measuring that shit in hip hop. We measuring what these bars do. We measuring what this music do. And yeah, we measuring, you know, how much you sell. But at the quintessential thing of it, you know what I'm saying, you want to be a dope MC selling, because even at the end of the day, even just because you know what I'm saying, on the top or whatever, you might run into a situation where you got to do, you know, some BET ciphers with niggas, and then your record sales go down because these niggas clowning you because you ain't really built like that.
Yeah, no doubt. Shit.
No doubt.
Man, I can't think of no better place to end it. Those was wise ass words. Before we get out of here, what's the best place for them to find your music, interact with you, all that good stuff?
I say, you know, check out the Crossroads, you know what I'm saying, online. That's Crossroads, NYD, you know what I'm saying? You know, check out Supa Emcee, check out, you know, Iconic Management, check out Maisha Hendricks, you know what I'm saying? And when you look up these names, I mean, I'm rattled on everything right now, because we were talking some crazy shit, but I say, man, just Google us, man. Look us up on the Instagram, all these names, you know what I'm saying, that I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, just
Crossroads is spelled with an X.
Yeah, Crossroads is spelled with an X, you know what I'm saying? Supa Emcee is spelled with an SUPA, EMCEE, and all that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Iconic, you know what I'm saying? Titan, I mean, Detroit hip hop. I mean, I just say, man, Google all of us, man, and see what, you know what I'm saying, we doing, you know what I'm saying, for people that ain't really up on Detroit hip hop, or they think they got a fraction of what Detroit hip hop is. Like I said, we got producers, we got studios, we got artists, we got singers, we got dancers, we got graffiti artists, we got, you know, mural streamers, we got all of that thing. We got a whole industry here that people need to tap into, you know what I'm saying, beyond, you know what I'm saying, what they hearing.
Designers, and Maurice Malone from Detroit?
Yeah, Maurice Malone is from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Maurice Malone is from Detroit. I mean, the whole thing about this whole Detroit thing, man, is you want to find out what people really want to find out, Mark, about it. You know what I'm saying? It's so many handles that a brother could just throw out. But I just say Google Detroit hip hop. Google everything that's Detroit that includes the culture, and you will get everything. Google Supa Emcee, and I guarantee the vines flip out. You know what I'm saying? You Google Baby Paul, you're gonna see the vines gonna flip out. You know what I'm saying? So everything that people want to hear or want to see or want to know about that, I just tell them Google that shit, because it's all gonna pop up. And once that pop up, it's a lily pad. You play Frogger and jump, jump. You know what I'm saying? All the way there. And you're gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? It's a spider web. You feel me? Take a direction.
I can dig it, man. Shit. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. That was truly thought provoking, and I ain't being facetious.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my thing is, like, you know, before we go, I just want to say, like, in these records that we make, you know what I'm saying? People talk all type of ungodly shit over the record, right? They talk all kind of blasphemous shit. They take all kind of bitch dissing shit, you know, fuck these motherfuckers. I mean, you motherfuckers go berserk on a fucking record, right? But when you have them in the interview, it's like motherfuckers ain't really got shit to say about nothing. You could have asked me about so much shit right now, the way I'm feeling, the way my brain is just, you know, you got me on some shit. Like, we could have talked about any fucking thing on the goddamn planet right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I'm a person that is damn near standing behind what he talking about, and know a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? And seen a bunch of shit, and can convey it, whether I'm on a mic, in person, in front of my mama, in front of the president, in front of the school board, in front of my kid, and any goddamn person on this motherfucking planet. Same thing. Some people can't do that. They just rap, and then you talk to them, they be like, yeah, man, you know, okay, well, look, say something that's going to enlighten the people that's coming after you. Say something that's going to big up the people that came before you. Say something that's going to big up the people that's riding along with you. You know what I'm saying? And keep it moving.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I was shit for him. Man, I thought I couldn't end it no better, but shit, I can't even end it no better than that. So again, bro, shit, thanks for your time. We definitely gotta do another episode. And man, have a good night.
Yeah, my dog. Thanks, Mark. 1,000, man.
No doubt, bro. You take it light.
Peace.
Peace.